Hey everyone, welcome back to Buddy Mode. Today we're talking about Pokemon ZA. Sean, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, so last night I just finished the game. And man, what an ending. It just brought me back to 2013, getting Pokemon X and Y for the first time. Or it was actually like November of 2012 or something. And picking Chespin as my starter and just experiencing a fresh new way to experience Pokemon in like 3D, and it was all super exciting. And this game really just brought me back to that moment. Like, Lumio City has never looked better. It was just fun from start to finish. The characterization was great. The new gameplay was great. I just had a really awesome time with it, and the story definitely tugged at the heartstrings for me too.
That's awesome. So, without going into spoilers, so there is a reason why we had Pokemon X, Pokemon Y, and then now this one is called Z.
Yeah.
But the Z part.
Yeah, so like the story is, it gives Zygarde a lot more of the spotlight. You can really tell that Game Freak was super crunched for time in that early 3DS era, because X and Y came out, and if you were chronically online like I was, like the rumors for a Pokemon Z were ever present. Like, it was a sure thing. It was like, obviously they're going to make a Z. You don't just do XY without a Z, you know? And it just never happened. And Zygarde was barely mentioned in X and Y at all. It was just in a random cave and you just came across it, and it was kind of mysterious. And then when Sun and Moon came out, there was an entire like side quest to find all the Zygarde cells and get Zygarde up to its like ultimate form, but there was no story to it. It was just kind of like, yeah, go find the Zygarde cells, and then like, here's Zygarde. Like, it was like, clearly this was meant for a Pokemon Z, but they felt too bad to just abandon it, so they were like, shove it into Sun and Moon where it has no place being. So yeah, I feel like this was the developers' way of really fleshing out Zygarde's story, and it's really just a love letter to X and Y as a whole. Like, it really is a spiritual sequel, kind of like Black and White 2 was, where it takes place a few years after the events of the first game, and yeah, it just continues from there.
That's so cool. So, gameplay. The beginning of the game. We're going to take a step back and go back to like the intro and the beginning of the game. I've heard different things about it. How is the beginning of the game for you?
It was a slog for sure. Like, it was kind of tedious. There's a lot of mechanics in the game, and it just introduces each mechanic with like these obtuse, text heavy, like, side quests. Essentially, it's like, even just the tutorial for catching a Pokemon, I feel like, was just way too long. Like, it definitely could have been snappier, in my opinion, especially because Legends Arceus exists. It's like, this isn't like super new. Like, this isn't like the first time we're seeing a lot of these mechanics in this way. So yeah, it could have been streamlined a lot more, I think.
Yeah. That's kind of the sentiment. That's what I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. But once you're into the game, so it kind of drops you into the whole the ZA ranking thing. Mm-hmm. You start going around and finding these wild areas.
Yeah,
and working your way up.
The gameplay loop in this game, at least for like the beginning, is during the day, you're kind of free to explore the city and, like, you know, collect items, do side quests, catch wild Pokemon in the wild zones. which you could do at night too, but nighttime is really focused on the ZA Royale tournament. So it's being put on by this organization called, I think it's Quasartico Inc. And it's a way for them to find the strongest Mega Evolution user. So you're kind of thrust into this this tournament to try to get up through the ranks so you can be the one to truly help the organization at the end. And it's really cool. I really enjoy it. So in these battle zones, there are Pokemon trainers like just walking around, like wandering the streets with a Pokemon next to them. And you can like sneak up on them and attack them, and then you get like a sneak attack advantage. And then the battle starts. And once you do the battle, you get some points and a little meter goes up. And after a certain amount of battles, you get a challenger's ticket, which you can use for a promotion match against a really strong trainer to move up a rank.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. So you have the gameplay loop, you have the open areas. And then is there any like side stuff that you can do?
Yeah, there's a lot of side quests in this game. Like over 100, I think. And some of them are as simple as like kind of pseudo tutorials for like, my team excels at status conditions, battle me and I'll show you. And it's like all their moves are like paralyze, poison, fall asleep. So there's like gimmicky battles like that. And then there's things that actually like unlock some cool things. Like this one lady wants you to catch her 5 Flabébés of all the different colors. And once you do that, she unlocks more hair colors for you in the salon that you can choose from. And a lot of it is this like environmental like storytelling isn't the right word. It's just like, yes, bring me the Flabébé with the flowers so I can like use the dye from the flowers to make new hair colors for the salon. And it just feels like Pokemon and people are like working together, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
because they kind of advertised it like that. They advertised like they're building the city together, so there's actually like more interaction between Pokemon and people, which has always been a thing, but it sounds like they emphasized it.
Yeah, in a lot of the side quests they do, but yeah, like I said, some of them are just like one-offs, like show me, like bring me show me a Pikachu or a Pumpkaboo of a big size.
Okay.
Cool. Like some of them aren't very fun, but a lot of them are little fun like interactions for sure.
So that makes me think about customization then, since you brought the colors thing. I saw that they have the Gangsterlicious shorts, where it's like it's shorts in the back and it's the like skirt in the front for like hiding your things or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how's the customization? Is there more than just the Gangsterlicious shorts?
Fortunately, yes, there's more than just the Gangsterlicious shorts.
The controversial shorts skirt thing.
Dude, yeah, the customization in this game is awesome. And I might be biased because skinny jeans are in the game, and that's just a 10 out of 10 for me already. Because I just feel like in the recent Pokemon games, like skinny jeans just haven't been the thing, man. Just like real life.
Now it has a comeback.
Yeah. Legend ZA is single-handedly going to bring back the skinny jeans. But yeah, the customization's awesome. There's tons of hairstyles. There's like 30 plus hair colors you could choose from. And you can like do like two-tone hair. So you could look like super like scene and emo with your neon colored hair. It's like, for me, it's like one of the best character customizations. I don't know if that's going to be for everyone, but it has everything I wanted in it.
I mean, it seems more than Scarlet and Violet, right?
Yeah, because Scarlet and Violet, you were just limited to like variants of the school uniform.
Yeah,
and it
that's
was
what I thought.
it was always either purple if you had Violet or orange if you had Scarlet.
Not even Scarlet. Yeah.
No, it was just like, okay, I could wear these stupid like school shorts with a vest for
Yeah.
or like I guess the like suspender pants that were slightly cooler. I don't know. It was barely anything in that game. So having like full on character customization with, you could choose your eyes, eye shape, or not mouth shape, just eye shape, eyebrow shape, hair, like, and then tons of clothing options, like so many. The first thing I did when I got like freedom to run around was go to all the different shops, and there's tons of them, and you can like mix and match clothing items too. Like if you get like a jacket and a shirt set in multiple different colors, you can mix and match the color of the jacket and the shirt amongst all of it. So there's like, you get like 6 things, but you have like dozens and dozens of options from just those 6 things.
Wow, that's crazy. Because your character looks like you. It's basically just you. So there's enough customization there. So speaking of which, with your individuality, you can go online, right? With this game, have you been able to play online a lot?
No, not so much. I do want to play online at least a little bit, because that's how you get the Mega Stones for Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut. You get them through the ranked battle online.
Right.
And they're like limited time things, but I think they'll put the last season's thing in the next season's, but then I think after that maybe you can't get it anymore. So I really got to at least do a little bit of the online. But yeah, I've just been super focused on just getting through the story the last few weeks.
Right. So the main, kind of getting into the gritty now, the nitty gritty, how's the balancing of everything? Does it feel different? It's a different kind of like style from pretty much any other besides like Arceus was kind of closer.
Yeah. So it's like, So I kind of like thought about it a lot today, and I was comparing it to Legends Arceus, and in like looking at it after beating it and everything, the 2 games could not be more different. Actually, like calling this a Legends game just kind of like opens the floodgates for what this Legends side series can even be, because Legends Arceus was super focused on catching Pokemon. Like you were creating this Pokedex for Professor Laventon in that game, and catching Pokemon was the main kind of gameplay loop of that game, whereas this game, battling is the main focus. And because in Legends Arceus, there were maybe probably I could count on 2 hands how many story required battles there were. They just really didn't focus on battling. But this one, it's like every night you have to go do the ZA Royale and battle your way up the ranks, and like catching Pokemon is just kind of like a bonus, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have Legends Arceus, that was these sprawling natural landscapes full of wild Pokemon just roaming free. And then in this game, you have this, saying confined is a little strong of a word. It's still a big environment to explore, but it's like, it's these like confined kind of like hallways that you're exploring in this single city. So the settings couldn't be more different. And then you have the ancient past, with references to like Diamond and Pearl in the future. And then you have the future of Kalos and in ZA, with the past being X and Y. So it's like, man, they really were just like, how can we just flip everything up from Arceus? So yeah, it feels, to go back to your question, that was just a thought that I had earlier today, but It feels good to play. Like the new battle system is really fun. I do like the quick play like nature of it. Like you're in and out of a battle in like maybe less than a minute in some cases, where in traditional Pokemon games battles can last like 2-3 minutes, like depending on like how strong your Pokemon are and stuff. But yeah, just being able to go in and out, and it feels like the anime. It's like Ash like commanding all these attacks, like quick attack, oh dodge, thunderbolt. It's like it's very like it's not mindless, you know. You're not just mashing A, you're dodging like rock slides and ice beams, and it just feels like you're constantly playing the game.
Yeah, and then the trainer, like you as the trainer yourself, are like in the battle at a point, right? Like it's like attack your life points directly type thing.
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly. Yeah,
That's
like
funny.
So if you're like if you happen to be in the way of a really strong attack, like this happens a lot. There's like boss battles in the game where they're like rogue mega evolution Pokemon that are they're just that they mega evolved on their own, and you have to like subdue them in a boss battle style battle. And dude, I got wrecked a couple times. Like there's a Mega Staryu battle or Starmie, and dude, he like uses Hydro Pump and it takes up so much of the screen, and I was like in the middle, and it like immediately knocked me out, and I like failed the battle because
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like Legends Arceus, where like wild Pokemon will attack you and you do take damage, and like the screen border gets red and more red the more damage you take. So yeah, it's a cool mechanic for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like a more immersive Pokemon game, or like a more, yeah, you're living in the anime type game. The closest we've gotten to that, it seems.
Exactly, yeah.
That's cool. So getting towards like, I guess, closer to the end game. I don't know if you want to spoil or not spoil. I don't know. But just like talking about like the later game, like as you're like, now that you're into it, you've gotten in the groove. You said that it kind of changes up like a little bit.
Yeah, so there's a point in the game where that Quasartico Inc. Organization needs your help, and the higher ranked trainers in the ZA Royale are awarded like mega rings to use mega evolution, and and they essentially like need you and the other character, Tawny or Bane, depending on if you chose the male or female character. They really need you to like be there to help. So they boost your rank from, I think, like maybe it's like a really low rank. It's like Z, Y, X, W, V. It might be like rank U or something, and they boost you all the way up, like to I think rank F.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was a little disappointing to me because I was like really enjoying like doing the ZA Royale and like actually doing the gameplay loop. But they're like, no, we got to move this story along. You're rank F now, and it's like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy. So the trainers become stronger. They have a reason for it. It's a story reason for it, but it was just like,
yeah,
I could have maybe got to rank like L or something before you just like skyrocketed me to the top.
That's funny.
But then the promotion matches become these long story beats where you get to meet new characters. Like the first one is this streamer named Canary, and she so your promotion match is with her, but no one knows where she streams from. She's kind of like this secluded, like mysterious trainer who communicates mostly through like holograms and stuff. So you're not a fan of Canary. You have no idea who she is, but another member on your team, his name's Naveen. he's like a super fan of hers. So you go to do this quiz where you get a chance to meet her and like ask her for an autograph, but this whole time like your teammate is in your ears telling you the answers to the quiz because he's a super fan. So it's like, that was really cool characterization.
That's cool.
And it's like this super long sequence, and then you get to do your promotion match. I equate them to kind of like gym leaders in the older Pokemon games. And then the next one, there's this character named Ivor who's this like super tall, like buff dude. He's the fighting type trainer, and his sister goes missing. So you have to work with the detective agency to gather clues from the townspeople to find out the whereabouts of his sister. And then you find her, and you do a battle with her. And like, there's these really long, really like wholesome and well constructed story beats later on in the game that really just bring this game up to another level. Like, Game Freak really outdid themselves with the just the relationship building between the characters and just the characterization and writing in general. I think, from my experience.
Man, just make a good story, man. Like, your graphics could be whatever. You're this, that, and also maybe make the game good too. But like, but stories up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like probably second most important thing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, the story in this game it's the biggest love letter to X and Y fans, especially with the character AZ. He was the guy who created the ultimate weapon and fired it 3,000 years ago, and he's the whole kind of arc with him in this game is him kind of atoning for his sins of 3,000 years ago and trying to make things right, and like just show the next generation that he wasn't a monster, and like and he just wants to protect the city after almost like destroying it 3,000 years ago. And that's where like it gets really like heavy towards the end. And then you get a lot of exposition about like what Team Flare did back in X and Y. And there's like this crazy twist where like your promotion match is against someone that you never thought it would be a promotion match against. And you're like, oh my God, what? And you go to like certain locations from that game that I didn't think you would ever get to revisit. So I'm trying to be as spoiler free as possible because like, it's still early. So
yeah. Dang, cool. Yeah, it sounds cool. I haven't played it, obviously, if you couldn't tell. But it sounds exciting. The next question, as for someone who's a Pokemon casual like me, even though I own probably like majority of the series, at least like one of the two versions for every generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my wife has like the other half. But I liked Scarlet. I like Scarlet. I think Scarlet's cool. I like Black and White. I think Black and White's probably my favorite. I think just for like nostalgia's sake. Do you recommend me dropping however much money, I think like $70 or whatever, on Pokemon ZA right now?
I'd say it's tough. It's like I got the most out of it because I knew about like X and Y, like and like the story and AZ and all that stuff. Like it really brought the game up from like maybe an 8 to a 9 out of 10 for me, just like the story on its own. But for like a casual player, like I think you'd still get a lot out of it. Like the story does stand on its own. It's just enhanced by playing the past games. And yeah, I mean, Pokemon is this just like super accessible. Like I feel like every generation is kind of accessible in its own way. Like you go in, like there's still Pikachu, there's still like Squirtle and Charmander and like all the Pokemon that like you've grown to love, and it's not like it's all brand new Pokemon you never seen before. Like, I'd say like maybe wait for the DLC. I don't know, like, just to see,
Make
like,
it more of a full package. Add a bit more to it.
Yeah,
cool.
like there's a lot of meat to it for sure. That's a good point. Like, was it like $70? Maybe 60. I don't know. But I'd say overall it is an accessible package, and for like newcomers to the series to just jump in.
That's awesome. And that's what Pokemon kind of needs to be for everyone. But other thoughts about it before I ask you the last question? Do you have any other, which the last question will be your buddy mode review score. Is it buddylicious or is it going to put you into mad mode? But anyway, but other thoughts before you hit that.
Honestly, like it had been like a little over a year since like Game Freak or Scarlet and Violet came out in what, like 2022 or something like that. Like,
wow.
And so it's been a while since we got like a super beefy Pokemon experience, and this totally delivered, and there was a layer of polish on it that I think the time it took like really shows. It's not the most graphically intensive game, but like I told you before, it's like I would rather get these great Pokemon experiences more regularly than having balconies on every window. You know, it's like I don't need that. Graphically, it's not a masterclass showcase, but it does the job. It has the Pokemon like feel. The textures all look great up close, which is nice. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of ranting, but
no, yeah, just kind of your general like overview, like thoughts about it. Yeah,
it's just it delivered for the wait, I think, and it's a fresh experience. It's a fresh take on like Pokemon battling like we've never seen before. And I think Game Freak did a really good job, and it makes me excited to see the DLC for the game and whatever Gen 10 is going to look like, because that's going to more than likely get announced on Pokemon Day in February. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it genuinely seems like they just keep getting better and better. Like Pokemon companies learned the Switch, and now, Switch 2 is just like a stronger Switch, and so it's just carrying over all their experience and everything. So that's exciting. Great. So yeah, then here's the question: does it put you in mad mode? Is it buddylicious, or is it somewhere in between, like a good or an or a great?
Man, I think for our first official like score, I think I gotta give it buddylicious.
Buddylicious.
And that,
you heard it here first.
I'm a diehard Pokemon fan. This Pokeball cost me $100. I'm a slut for Pokemon. So I'm sorry that it's coming from me, but
heck yeah.
Hey, it's buddylicious to me, man.
That's awesome. I mean, the thing is, you were saying about like the gap in time between games and everything. Man, I can't be waiting 8 years between every entry in a franchise that I care about. I really can't be waiting that long.
Yeah.
So Pokemon Company, if that's what it takes, is that we get 2D windows every once in a while, but the game is still good and the customization's still good and the story's still good. Man, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Like, it's Pokemon. The demographic that they're trying to hit isn't us. It's kids who, this might be their first video game ever, and they don't know the difference between a tree from GTA 5 and a tree from Scarlet and Violet. It's like, they don't know. So if you look at it from that lens, and the gameplay's solid, and you just have a fun, good time with it, then it's good. Then you're gonna have a good time. Like,
Cool.
yeah.
Great. Well, thanks, Sean. Thanks for selling me on Pokemon ZA.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
It was
And
fun.
thank you guys. Thanks for joining us again for our Buddy Mode talk. Keep an eye out for the Animal Crossing update that was just announced. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Bye.